I'm Galen Carlson. I'm a graduate student at the University of Oregon. This is our urban design studio with Tim Smith at Sarah Architects. This is my project called the Roseway Range, which is part of a larger group of 21 of us students trying to reimagine East 82nd Avenue in Portland and what the future of this area of Portland can hold. Wild ideas like a range of agricultural and educational systems that are linked together that take over the Rose City Golf Park, begin to look at ideas of a holistic, immersive section of education where students are being raised in the natural environment. Ideas that are transforming the city, thinking of different ways that we can approach this area of the city and really reinvent it as the next developed hub of Portland. There's a lot of ideas out there, and we're trying to get them out there.
Okay, could you point to some places on the map there, the plan,
absolutely.
and say
so
what
on the
that's
plan
all about?
here, this is 82nd Avenue here. This is this area that I'm focusing on, which is the Rose City Golf Course. Roseway Elementary is here, Madison High School. So my plan here involves taking Madison High School and integrating it with the vacant lot by the Dharma Rain Zen Center across the street and bringing in a new campus for OSU's Agricultural Sciences program, integrating an urban orchard and farm and greenhouse and student-run market with Madison High School, Roseway Elementary, and a larger educational system that begins.
Where's Roseway Elementary?
Roseway Elementary is down here.
Oh, okay.
So this is Madison High School. This is Roseway Elementary. This is Rose City Golf Park here. This is the Dharma Rain Center.
Okay.
And my project is kind of linking all of these open spaces and these school systems together into one holistic program.
Okay. So on this one, Roseway Elementary is just off
Yes,
the map.
Roseway Elementary is just up here.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
And so this is the OSU.
Yes, this would be a new campus for OSU's Agricultural Sciences program in conjunction with Madison High School, where they're beginning to develop an urban agriculture program for the high school and the college. In conjunction with the outdoor school from Roseway Elementary, they could conduct laboratory experiments on different ways to approach urban agriculture, thinking about maybe a processing plant where they're developing food from the produce that they're creating, not just fruit, but cider and other materials, beginning to develop maybe even an own brand of the Roseway Range brand of cider or something that they could begin to really bring some economy to this area and develop an identity for the larger scope of this project.
Okay. Well, so this is projected, 30 years in the future,
yeah, 20,
maybe?
30, even 50 years in the future. Once you get out to things like this, we're beginning to take over the golf course and look at creating a sort of central park that's bringing a lot of public amenities to the area. It's a very far-reaching scope where I'm really looking 30, 40, 50 years into the future. Looking at different phases of the project, beginning with the schools and getting them on board and developing the urban agricultural curriculum, then reaching out into these vacant areas and beginning to develop urban farmland and an orchard. Phase 3 is bringing in a new satellite campus for OSU's Agricultural Sciences program, getting them involved really as the catalyst for this area. Phase 4, bringing in other activities to the golf course, maybe a museum, a public pool, an urban running trail, things that begin to activate the larger space. And then phase 5 is really the effect that this has on the surrounding neighborhood, on the fabric, developing density, multifamily housing, low-income housing to really begin to affect the city on a larger scale.
Okay, you got your work cut out for you.
Yeah.
For the next 50 years.
Absolutely. Here it is. One possibility of many. There are many other ideas out here, and they're all worth looking at. Some amazing ideas that these students are bringing to the table, like what the future of our city could be.
Okay. Well, thank you, Galen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, it was great. So there's more students. How many students were involved in this?
21 students.
21 students. They're all presenting their stuff here today. Okay. Great. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.